Hi everyone, and as you can see, I'm not in the Retro 180. I'm currently sat in my car at the services southbound on the M6. I've actually just passed my kids over to the mum. They're popping on down to Newquay for the new year. So I sat here, I felt a little bit glum. I thought, well, I'm not going to see my kids over New Year. Shall I just drive back to Sheffield now? Or shall I make the most of being in an area that I'm not normally in and go retro game hunting? I think you can work out what I decided to do. And hello again everybody. So I've finally pulled up near to the shop. It's the Game Zone in Stoke-on-Trent. Never been before, I'm never normally in this area. So yeah, I'm making my way back to Sheffield after dropping the kids off with the mum. And I just thought I'd check it out. I thought I'll have a look on Google Maps, is anything nearby. Spotted this, so I thought, yeah, I'll take a look. Might be an absolute pearl of a find, might be a little gem, or it might not be, I've no idea. It might be a quick in and out, we'll see. But I'm quite excited now to go on a little hunt in a new shop I've never been before. Before I get out of the car though, I'll stick on the screen now the Virtuify the Retro Gamer Brain Teaser, so take a look at that. Good luck with that one. Let that one spin round in your head. Hopefully you'll have the answer by the end of the video. And just before I leave you, a quick thank you, quick shout out to the new subscribers. Really appreciate it. We've gone up a few in number recently, so thanks a lot if you've been subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're liking the content, please do hit that like, hit the subscribe, and get the notifications as well. You know how it works. See you in a bit. On my way back now, but I'm so glad I stopped off there. Absolutely brilliant shop. I'll show you more when I get back to the Retro 180. I thought I'd also let you have a look at some of the gorgeous views I've had on my way back from Stoke up to Sheffield. I'm not far from home now, so you can see the amazing Sheffield in the background there. I love my home city. But yeah, I'll get back to the Retro 180 and I'll give you the lowdown on what I picked up. But yeah, I'm so glad I stopped off there. Quality shop. So we're back here in the Retro 180 now. Really enjoying my surprise trip to the Game Zone in Stoke. Yeah, a real little gem. If I'm ever back in that area, I will definitely pop back into that shop. Sound guy in there. It's been open since 2006 apparently. He didn't want to be on the videos, but he was great to have a little chat with while I was in there looking around and picking up the content for today's video and hunting around for games that I was after. So yeah, he's a really sound guy, quality sort of shop, my kind of place. Bit rough around the edges, but in a good way. You know, you got that nostalgic feel. You felt like you've gone to a little bit of a rewinding time. You've gone back in time a little bit. The sort of game shops to pop into back in the day. Got a range of all sorts. He did say to me a few times though that some of the things he's got out on display are not for sale. So if you saw anything, please check with them before you set off there, because it might not be for sale. Coming up later in today's video, I'm going to be looking at the other pickups we've got. Me and the kids bobbed out to Kenny's again recently because I traded in some games and picked up a couple of new titles, so we'll go through them. And I also want to do a little run through of one of the games I picked up off eBay. I'm going to be explaining why I think that's a killer title, Retro Royalty for under £10. That's actually on the Xbox if you stick around for that. My kids wanted to do a review of Wonder Boy Monsterland, so later in the video we're going to be going to that too. So a lot going on today. Stick around. So let's get tucked into the pickups from the Game Zone. I picked up 3 titles, a couple of Mega Drive, and actually a game for the Xbox One in the end, or my One X as it is that I've got. So as you can see in the background, quite a big clue. I picked up Strider. Saw the game art, saw the box, my first Japanese pickup for my Jap Mega Drive, and I just had to have this. This just took me back. My mate had this on his Jap Mega Drive, that's when I first played it. Love this game. It's just a quality title. It is a little bit faded and jaded in parts. It's showing its age a little bit on the box. It didn't come with a manual, but I still grabbed it. Got it for a decent price. He knocked me about 20% off, I think it was actually in the end, because the decent guy took it to the counter and he told me the price and he said, "Oh, actually, it's got a little bit of wear and tear in there. I'll do you a deal." And he knocked a chunk off it, which was really good of him. So yeah, I grabbed Strider. Top game. And then another Mega Drive game, and I'm sure you'll agree, another class game, Road Rash 2. I said recently, I did a video last week doing a little tour of the Retro 180. You can catch that, I'll leave a link in the description for you. But I was mentioning how up in the top corner we've got a Road Rash poster for Master System. And I never had Road Rash on the Master System. I actually had it on the Mega Drive, and it got me thinking about it, and I spotted it at the Game Zone, and I thought, Road Rash 2, top tile, should I wait and get the Master System one, or should I get the Mega Drive one again, because this is the one I've got the real nostalgia for. So picked it up. It's got the manual in with it, so I'll just click it open. Manual's in, nice clean cartridge. So yeah, I had to grab that. So that was second pickup while I was there. And then the last pickup from the Game Zone was this little gem. Doom. I actually remember, I've never had this one. I played, like most of you watching probably, I played a load of the original Doom on my PC. I went to uni back in the sort of mid-late 90s. Doom was doing the rounds still, and played it loads, a lot. Doom and likes of like Duke Nukem 3D, played them loads. I really loved the Doom game. I saw this and I thought, do you know what? I've never actually had a more recent copy of Doom. I'm pretty certain this got good reviews when it come out. Back in 2016, I think it was. Now let me know in the comments, have you got this? Have you played it? Have you seen reviews for it? Is it a good title? Because I've not put it on yet. I've not given it a whirl. I'd like to know your thoughts on this. Compared to the original Doom, is it any good? Is it better? But I'm quite looking forward to playing this and finding out, because I loved Doom. So yeah, those were my 3 pickups from the Game Zone in Stoke. If you can pop along there, I strongly advise you do. A really sound store, really top guy there as well. Can't recommend it enough. From the outside, it doesn't look necessarily that inviting, but it's got that sort of, as I said before, it's got that sort of like going back in time. It's got character, shall we say, but I like that sort of thing. I'd rather have that than sort of a really sort of polished, neat, brand new looking shop with no soul. It got soul, that shop. You could smell the history of the video games in there, and you could tell there was a real love and appreciation for retro gaming. So yeah, pop along if you get a chance. Now, earlier in the week, me and the kids, we popped back to Kenny's. It's nearby for us, and I'd got some games that I wanted to trade in. I decided not to keep them in our collection, and so we used that money to pick up some titles, a couple more titles. First things first, my daughter wanted the Ninja for Master System, so we've picked up that. As soon as they get a chance to play that, I'm sure we'll do a review on this down the line. But yeah, I never had this, so I can't really say much about it. She saw it, she wanted it, and I said, right, it weren't much money, it was less than a £5. So I said, right, well, we'll pick it up, we'll check it out, and we'll either decide whether we're going to keep it in the collection or not. If you had this, if you played it, you know anything about it, let us know in the comments. It'd be great to hear if you've got any love, nostalgia for this game, or what you know about it. But yeah, until we give it a whirl, I can't really say much more. And then the next one that I can talk about quite a lot, and all I have to say to this is, boom shakalaka! NBA Jam on the Mega Drive. Now, I have put some hours into this back in the day. I sunk a lot of time into this game, playing against my friends. Top game. I can't wait to play the kids at this. At the minute, like I said at the start of the video, they're away with the mum. They went away just before New Year, not back yet. So, but when they get back, we're going to stick this on. I cannot wait to play this game. I'm sure most of you out there seeing the box will have happy memories back in the 90s of playing NBA Jam. Probably at the arcade as well. Obviously, it was a great arcade game. But yeah, Mega Drive, NBA Jam. I am all over this, and I cannot wait to give this a whirl. And so finally this week on the pickups, we come to this, what I think is killer. I'm going to try and explain why shortly in a little sort of review, little run through of the gameplay. But I'll open it up, you can have a look, but I think this is a killer title, retro royalty, and you can tell me whether you agree or not. So I'll try and break into here and not take ages and look like a big wimp. We're in. So this was an eBay pickup. Nice and cheap, $7.99 this cost me. And we've been funding, by the way, if you're thinking, oh, they've picked up quite a few games there, he reckons he does it for 20 quid a week. This week's actually been a little bit more of a spend, but we sold some Lego, quite a bit of Lego, big tub of Lego, and then we traded in those games. So ultimately, with that, I've ended up adding about 10 quid to what we picked up so far. So within the £20 budget, but adding the money that we made from selling some other stuff. The kids have got this big tub of Lego that was stuck in the cupboard doing nothing. As I'm sure you're well aware, Lego is expensive stuff for it to be sat around doing nothing. So that's helped pay towards the games this week. So we bumped up the purchases this week whilst I was out and about at Stoke, back at Kenny's, etc. So before I rattle on too long, keep you waiting, we've got this little beauty. So Metal Slug 3. Now, I love the Metal Slug games. This reminds me of Neo Geo, as I'm sure it will do you. Back as a kid, Neo Geo was like up there, was it? Expensive console. It's like, oh, if you knew someone who got a Neo Geo, it's like, oh, wow, that's the rich kid in the area, isn't it? They've got some money. I never had a Neo Geo, always wanted to get one. But the games on it, slowly but surely, one way or another, you could find ways of getting hold of them. And games like Metal Slug, this one, including Metal Slug 3, ended up on the Xbox. and just a quality franchise of games, run and gun at its best, if you ask me. So yeah, I'm going to go through some gameplay of this now, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and a little review at the end. So let's take a look at the brilliant Metal Slug 3 on the original Xbox, a run and gun classic that brought arcade chaos straight into our living rooms. Released in 2004 for the Xbox, Metal Slug 3 is widely celebrated as the pinnacle of SNK's legendary series, packed with gorgeous 2D pixel art, over-the-top action and an absurd sense of humour. This game delivers a nostalgic punch. The highlight of Metal Slug 3 is the variety. Whether you're riding a camel with machine guns, battling underwater in a submarine, or facing off against zombie hordes, every level offers something wild. Plus, those branching paths keep the gameplay fresh on every run. Of course, it wouldn't be Metal Slug without co-op. Grab a buddy and you'll double the fun, and maybe halve the frustration, because let's face it, Metal Slug 3 is brutally tough. But that's part of its charm, I reckon. Don't you agree? From massive crabs to alien motherships, the bosses are as insane as they are iconic. And while the difficulty might scare off casual players, the sense of accomplishment after beating each level makes it totally worth it. So should you pick up Metal Slug 3 on Xbox? I think you know my thoughts by now. Absolutely. If you love fast-paced action, stunning retro visuals and relentless challenges, it's a must in my opinion. It's an arcade masterpiece, perfectly preserved for the console. Retro royalty on the Xbox for sure, so I don't think a 9 out of 10 score would be too far off the mark if I had been reviewing it for a gaming magazine back in the day. But what do you think? So yeah folks, let me know in the comments, do you think I'm right? Is this a retro royalty? Have I got a bargain here, a killer title for a mere $7.99, like I said, under £10? Just let me know. So when I stopped to think about it, it's been quite a hectic week this week. We've obviously had New Year in the middle of it all. So Happy New Year, by the way. If you didn't see me say Happy New Year in the last video I did, Happy New Year, because once you see this, we're into 2025. But yeah, this week, there's been all sorts going on. Dropped the kids off with the mum, went to Stoke and the game zone. Prior to that, just before I dropped them back to the mum, we popped to Kenny's and picked up those games. We also went to see Sonic 3. Loved it. If you've not seen Sonic 3 yet at the movies, if you can get along, I would suggest you go and see it. Really great film. We loved every second of watching that. And it also brought a little tear to my eye just watching my kids grow up so fast when I think about it. We've been to see all the Sonic movies. Sonic 1 came out back in 2020. I was thinking, oh, how little my kids were back then. And you've got Sonic's catchphrase, gotta go fast. Well, it does. I looked at my kids and I'm thinking about like Sonic 1 to Sonic 3 and how it's just like that, it's gone. So yeah, as I'm sure you do, make the most of your time with your kids, because you blink and you seem to just miss it, don't you? It does, as Sonic says, go fast. Moving on from that, no real segue there, but I'm going to move over, I'm going to point over here. In the last video, I asked for some help with this space. And I'm going to be brutally honest, nobody's put anything in the comments yet. So if you could help me out, I did the little tour of the Retro 180 and we've got this space here. I'm sort of scratching my head. I mean, I can put like some of the posters in there or whatever, but I'm just wanting to try and do something with it. So if you can think of something that will go in there that's not going to break the bank, that would fit in with the rest of the Retro 180, that would be great. Thank you very much if you stick something in the comments for me. And now it's time to hand over to my kids. They really want to do a review for Wonder Boy in Monsterland, so I'll let you check that out right now. Right then guys, after your time playing on this little beauty, one of my, if not my favourite Sega Master System games, Wonder Boy in Monsterland, what are you thinking? What were your thoughts?
Well, Liam, I thought it was probably the best game by far. Definitely not for me. I mean, it's a quality game, but like so many of the other games I feel like are better than it. Like Wonder Boy in Monsterland, it is fun to play, but I think like Alex Kidd and you know, all the others.
Yeah.
They're just a lot better.
Okay, so you liked it. You liked playing Wonder Boy and Monster Land, but it wasn't one of your favourites. I saw Liam's face then. He rolled his eyes. He didn't agree with that. So what were your thoughts, lad?
It's better than every other game.
You definitely thought it was the top one so far?
Yeah.
You're a bit like me then. You're a Wonder Boy and Monster Land super fan.
Yeah. Alex Kidd's not as good as Wonder Boy and Monster Land.
No, I would agree. I'm with you on that. I think Alex Kidd's a great game, but I just enjoy playing Wonder Boy and Monster Land much more. Viewers might disagree with us, Liam. I think Alex Kidd probably overall from the viewers might be a preferred game as well. They'll have to let us know in the comments. Let us know, viewers. Are me and Liam right? Is Wonder Boy and Monster Land better than Alex Kidd? Or is Paige more in line with what people think? And
Obviously it's me.
all right, big head.
Obviously.
So, moving on to scores, because obviously we want to know what you're going to score it. So what was the score? What are you going to give it?
Well, I don't want it to be higher than Alex Kidd. And we can do it the same as Alex. The same. So we rated Alex Kidd an 89.
Do you
right?
believe so, yeah.
So 89? 89.
So you're happy to let him have his own way and sort of get an equal score with Alex. Well, that's nice of you then. And Liam, you're happy to stop it there and sort of meet her without saying that it's better than Alex Kidd. That's very reasonable. You're very diplomatic. Yeah, good. I like that, both of you. If I tell you that the reviews I've seen online average out to getting about 70-75%, you've scored it higher, which is nice because obviously it means you both enjoyed it really, really well. And you've taken to it, as I hoped you would, because as I say, I love it. So yeah, so we're going for 89% then, Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Right, thank you guys. And there you have it, that's their thoughts on Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Please let us know in the comments if you agree. Let us know in the comments anything from today's video, if you've enjoyed it, if there's any bits that you think we could improve. Let us know. We always love to hear your feedback. I'll stick on the screen right now the answer to the Virtuify the Retro Gamer brain teaser. So I hope you got that one right. And all that really remains to be said is, once again, Happy New Year. Really hope you all have a wonderful 2025. That's from me and the kids. We look forward to seeing you as this year progresses on, so please return. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've been enjoying watching this video or any of our other stuff. It costs you nothing and it really helps us out, as you know. So yeah, take care, keep enjoying your gaming. Bye for now.